A lot of people forget that Jesus was terrified of being crucified. It was his worst nightmare. He was a human and he had feelings just like us. A lot of people think, yeah, Jesus was brave. He wanted to do this for us. No, Jesus was afraid. He was terrified. He was so afraid of being crucified that in Luke chapter 22, verse 44, he sweats blood. Drops of blood are rolling down his face because he's so anxious. And this is actually a medical condition. And Luke, the writer of this gospel, is a doctor. So he included this detail there for a purpose. A medical condition where a person sweats blood is called hematidrosis. I believe I'm pronouncing that correct, but if any of you guys are like doctors, you can always fact check me. It happens when a person is going through some sort of anxiety in their life or extreme stress. Essentially what happens is that blood vessels underneath the skin rupture and mix with sweat glands so that when you sweat it looks like blood, but it's really just a mixture of sweat and blood. The main cause of it is extreme emotional stress, PTSD, anxiety disorders. That's what causes this condition because it's so rare. And I believe that if Luke, the writer of the gospel, was willing to include that being a doctor, it was for a reason, and the purpose was probably to showcase exactly how anxious Jesus was. And it actually says in the beginning, and being in agony, it's showing that because he was in agony, this happened. He sweat blood. I don't think Luke would have included that if it wasn't for some sort of purpose behind the scenes. And so for me, it's just kind of upsetting to hear that a human could be in such distress that they are capable of sweating blood, that they are praying so earnestly, that they're having this medical condition behind the scenes. Like, for me, it is insane, and it just shows that Jesus was not this brave, willing soldier who was ready to step up and be crucified. He feared it. He feared the death that was coming to him. He knew it was bound to happen. He knew that it was God's will, and of course, he was going to do it for us. And he did it with love in his heart, but he didn't want it to happen. He actually prayed to God to take the cup of suffering away from him. And so this is not my usual content, but seeing as Easter is approaching, I thought that this was something we should all reflect on, something we should all think about, just like think about how just sensitive Jesus was and think about us being in his shoes. Would we want to be crucified? No, he didn't want to be either, but that just shows how human, how pure, and how like relatable he was, and how he can be a high priest in heaven for us. If you like this video, follow me for more. I usually plan out my videos before, but I thought this was important, and if you liked it, drop an amen in the comments.